How stupid am I to you?
I don't know. Oh, we're on. Look, see, it works.
Hey,
I did everything right.
Look, you made the dog yell.
First off, there's everything.
You did that.
Everything does make the dog yell. I will give you that one.
I love dog. Everything makes dog yell.
I love dog.
Welcome. It's my birthday, drunk and disorderly.
I did put that. I said, Bridgets.
Thank you.
Quiet.
I don't remember what it said on the notes. We're all here.
Somebody
We're all
talk.
here.
She cheated and did it. How did she do it?
I don't know. How did she do it?
It's small.
What? I did what you wanted.
Hashtag
I really
produced.
Would we all like to start off with shots?
No, wait. Does Brooks have a shot?
No.
Shot.
Go get
shot.
one.
Shot.
Go get
Shot.
one.
Shot. Shot. Shot.
Go get
shot.
one.
Shot.
Shot.
No.
Shot.
Peer
Shot,
pressure.
shot,
Peer
shot,
pressure.
shot,
Peer
shot.
pressure.
Everybody.
First off,
It doesn't work as well when you're in different places because I'm just like, you know what? I'm fine. I'm comfy here.
You bitch.
eating her way out.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do it anyway?
Absolutely.
Cheers, bitches.
Cheers. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, shots are normally 1.5 to 2 ounces.
That was disgusting.
What is it here?
Whiskey.
Just one pint?
Mhm.
No, I had the one with several. Yeah.
Sorry.
It was just a lot.
Yeah.
I'll have some. I like whiskey.
I did it.
You did it. You did do it.
All right, I'm good. Good.
I don't remember
Are
what
you
shot
sure?
is not
Are you
coming-
sure
it's
about
not
that,
coming back.
King?
Yeah.
Dr. Brooks, we're watching Paul, by the way. So
Okay.
I'd like to have an okay time.
We're watching Paul, and that's between y'all.
Yeah.
Nobody. I'm throwing out A-game material here.
I don't
This
think
is
that was-
This was the first R-rated movie that my parents ever took me to see.
You don't want to know
Okay,
at what
I
movie-
actually I
what
thought
movie.
mine was.
I was
Lethal Weapon
12.
2. Mine was actually Rambo: First Blood Part 2.
All right, Sly.
I don't know what my first rated R movie was or at what age, but I know it was too young because I saw Alien when I was like 6.
Also, we got fucking Sleepy K.
Sleepy K. Wop, wop. We have a horn for that, but it's way over
I
there.
don't want it.
Rip.
Until
Yeah.
we get the new, I'm so psyched for putting the new big one over there and bringing one over.
We're gonna have one at the table. Yeah.
Oh, at the soundboard?
Yeah.
Hell
And I can
yes.
do more sound effects. Like I didn't know
Yes.
they wanted a fucking top 40 station. I can do. I went
No.
to school for this.
You need
I
to
believe
study
in you.
Fred Norris, my friend. That's
Yeah.
the level of sound
can
effects
do
I want.
Sound effects constantly.
Yeah.
If I have a large enough soundboard to push them in time. This is literally. I trained for this. I spent money to train for this.
Yeah.
I am top of my class.
That smells amazing, by the way.
This is strawberry. And...
Right.
You brought!
Soundboard. Yeah.
This is why I love Dr. Brown.
You also added the one that I've been dying to
She's my
hit. The
spirit
two women talking about anime on the internet one.
You like that? Like, fuck AI, but that's funny as hell.
Yeah. Hey, I put a lot of work into that.
Dr. Brooks is my spirit animal, and I stand by that.
So yeah, it is our second week in a row of Drunken Disorderly.
Yeah,
This
Isn't
is
that
crazy.
exciting?
It's like literally the opposite of the intention of Drunken Disorderly, and I'm okay with it.
And yet, here we
Well,
still are.
It's stressful times, We should be getting drunk and
Honestly,
disorderly. Yeah.
Ooh, it's this or literal riot. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm not opposed.
Yes, quite
If
frankly, I
Once
can go either
Against
way.
wants to
Yeah.
sponsor a riot, and they do want to.
I've read Steal This Book. I know how to make, fuse timers out of
I
cigarettes.
sent you so many
Yeah.
links of things that we can do that are definitely putting me on the list that I probably was already on, but
Yeah.
now seriously.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
on.
Did you know that if you put a tampon into a glass jar of some type of green liquid, just water that's going to soak up the green liquid, and that the string on a tampon is made from a nylon polyester blend that is very flammable?
Fascinating.
It's so weird. Like,
Does it make-
Yeah.
water and flammable string?
I'm not saying gasoline and styrofoam makes
I
napalm, but
certainly didn't say
yeah,
that you could do that.
yeah.
Tampons were originally created for bullet wounds.
Yeah.
That's what they use them for. As
I'm
a
sure.
retired combat medic, those were in my pack. They're excellent for bullet wounds or any stab wound, anything, because you jab it in.
What was
remove the
your
applicator.
potential segment that you came up with earlier? You said you had a thing.
Ooh.
You
I
said
don't think it
Content.
pertains. I'm trying to remember now.
You know
It
what's
was.
funny? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We have budding content. Shut up.
I can't remember.
There's no
I'm
pressure
sorry.
or anything.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
So,
Yeah.
when you think about that,
I will think.
when I was doing my internship for my radio degree, I was on 104.9 when it was still the New Edge.
Oh,
with
yeah,
Mike
yeah.
the Enforcer and John Mulaney. Or
Yeah.
not John Mulaney.
Yeah. John Mulroney.
John Mulroney. And so I was on their morning show, and they called me Doc. And they would ask me weird medical questions.
All right.
And so
I did not know this.
Yeah, I was on the radio, dudes.
Hell yeah.
I went to the student meeting for the student radio station at SUNY. And
Yeah, when I said
never
heard
you
back
guys
from
need
them.
help on your show,
The
I do know
former-
stuff about radio.
The
I
former
wasn't
Fighting
fucking
with
around.
Friends co-host was head of the SUNY Geneseo radio for a hot minute.
Oh, really? All right.
She was recently on our 150th episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Miss Maddie Robbins.
Which I produced.
She didn't last though.
This is true.
Yeah.
She's
Look.
just being a dick.
But it's because she went to grad school, not for like.
Ooh.
Not 'cause- not
better
'cause-
myself.
Yeah.
Not 'cause-
Trying
but
to get
it's-
a doctorate. We have a doctorate.
It's
Yeah.
not because
We
she
don't
did.
need Maddie.
But it's not because she didn't like me. It's because she went to grad school.
All right, yeah, sure.
The fact that you had to add that.
It can't be both.
Like I said, Maddie's so fancy. We have a doctorate.
Yeah, we have two, quite frankly.
Why can't it be
Weird.
both?
Doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, ¿por qué no los dos?
Which, by the way, Comic Brain Trust coming back April 26th, I believe.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I do like.
Anyway, we're drunk. We're disorderly. We just came from juniors.
Is 2 days after my birthday?
Yeah.
I genuinely thought that we had kind of agreed to just do all of this last weekend.
I'm
Yeah.
so
If
sorry
you
about
look back
that.
in the chat, it's not super clear that we didn't.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's vaguely, it's fine either way. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna.
Either way, Art was getting yelled at for something.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right. Yes, that was happening regardless. Yeah, but I thought it was all supposed to be. We were supposed to do fruit and heritage last weekend. I did not do heritage.
I
or
thought the
fruit.
We
fruit.
should
I
have
thought
done the heritage
both of those
last
things
weekend.
were gonna happen,
Is this
but
about
then you
fruit?
suggested the corner bar, and I was like, all right, sure.
It's literally a 30-second drive from the
Well,
corner
but
bar.
also,
Yeah.
last weekend didn't work because he had something to do.
That's why we couldn't do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of options coming up here. Hear me out. I believe in myself and the show enough to believe that we could pull off a remote
Okay,
from
I like
the
that.
room that I have sequestered for us.
Yes.
From which, after trivia, it'll still be relatively early.
Okay.
We could go back to our room,
Okay.
put on a show
All right.
of a drunken disorderly with
I
the
am-
fruit.
I'm on
I
board.
believe it.
I believe in us.
I do not believe in our ability to handle sharp knives to cut said fruit after a day of
I feel
drinking.
like are you?
That was my question. Is what the fruit?
The fruits are all variety.
You're
that
talking
will
about
be
actual fruit.
Yeah. No, we're not.
Exotic.
fruit. Someone's bringing dragon fruit.
I'm
Someone's
bringing
jackfruit.
dragon fruit.
Sorry, did you
I
say
can do
something,
that.
Brooks? We didn't want to cut you off.
No, I just said specified exotic fruits, exotic fruit tasting.
The whole
Exotic, or if you erotic fruits are welcome as well. Hey, look.
The amount of
Did I say
Yeah.
erotic?
the amount of resin.
That may have been a Freudian slip.
The amount of resin that just came out of the mouthpiece of my vape and into my mouth.
It's a little birthday kiss.
Yeah.
I made this just for you.
Very,
That's
very cute. Ugh.
my request is continue to talk and
Super cute.
Kind of like the feelings I'm getting from this Crypt Keeper one.
So, what's making you horny, Dr. Brooks? Anyway.
No, don't go off that question.
No. Let her answer.
Well, maybe.
This is fascinating because I am neither drunk nor disorderly. In fact, I am sober and orderly. So this is
Ooh.
why
Great.
we told you to start drinking.
Yeah.
This was
Here's the thing.
established. I said I would drive there if I had to. Clearly, I was supposed to make the 3-hour trip.
Clearly.
The thing is, I am very much like a social drinker. Like, I don't usually drink when I'm on my own.
No, that's fair.
And I went to get beverages and realized I don't really have anything.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
boo.
I found this beer and I poured it and I took one drink and I was like, nope, that's not okay anymore. So
Yeah.
I do have some canned cocktails left over from last summer, so I'm attempting to drink that, but
I was about to say
All right.
you better at least be sipping
We
something.
could
So-
DoorDash some beer or something to you.
Well, let's
Yeah.
make this plan. The next time that she can't make it here, and we still want to do this, at least one of us will be there.
Yes, and it will probably be me, but that's
I'm
okay.
figuring
All
it's
right.
you.
Yeah.
But if
I
it's
also
not,
volunteer
that is-
you to do that.
That's beyond okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with you. I don't care. Who cares?
Fuck it.
You know.
If
Well,
well, there is a garbage plate in my future if we do that. Like,
There's
yeah.
also we talked about this Utica greens. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
I'm about the garbage
specifically
plate.
talked about Utica greens too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyway,
you got to go to the original, the place that invented the garbage plate.
Nick Tahoe's or whatever, or Tahoe's.
I was about to say, what is the place that invented the garbage
Nick
plate?
Tahoe's or
Well,
I don't know how it's pronounced.
Claims to invent it.
Yeah.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, I've had one there and it is delicious.
I'm sorry. You've heard of this Tahoe's and Tahoe's?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's disturbing in so many ways.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like Tahoe's has a very specific spelling.
Prior to burning down, the Lark Tavern had an amazing garbage plate.
Rip to the Lark Tavern.
That was our favorite bar, like for real.
Lark Tavern.
It was it's on the corner. Well, it's like close to the corner. It's next to the Dunkin' Donuts on Lark and Madison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that burned down?
The iteration of it that we hung out at burned down. And then they
I mean,
rebuilt
Lark
it.
Street in general hasn't been fun for
Yeah.
like a decade almost.
Yeah. Fun fact, Tom from the Defenestration Hour, the last person to play the stage at the Lark Tavern before it
Oh
burned
no
down.
That's right,
shit.
he does
Yeah.
music too.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
What does he play? Like a lot of stuff I see.
Yeah, guitar, piano, whatever like he needs to play.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I think my favorite bar, downtown Troy, the River Street Pub, closed because there was a shooting, and they never reopened.
No shit.
So bummed.
That'll
It
happen.
was weird.
So like the mood just progressively got worse there.
Welcome to the United States.
Yeah.
Cancer. No, I don't. Like, I feel like that's where we're going. On a positive note, that is an alien voiced by
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. That is with
I gotta say, this was
Nick Frost.
a hot take. This was in the golden age of CGI. Like this was in the
Before we started to regress?
before
Yeah.
we started to regress.
Okay, the age, yes, but the quality, no.
It's still before we started to regress.
Like the age, yes. The quality, no. This is not great CGI in any way. Shape.
It's not the best in the world, but it really isn't bad.
I will say, I think it is pretty great compared to like a Marvel movie from 2 years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree that Marvel specifically has gotten
Sucks
lazy about
dog
literally
dick.
everything it's done. I haven't watched a Marvel movie intentionally since Iron Man 2. No, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and that was after.
Yeah. I fucking love Guardians of the Galaxy.
And I'm
all
not
of
saying
them.
that they're bad. I'm just saying like it's the movies, they use the same joke lines.
Yep,
and same
100%.
style. They saw Iron Man did good.
And then they were
and
like,
gave
"This
up on
is the
trying original storylines."
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, so now Captain America has the same sense of humor as Iron Man.
which would so not be the case for a man from the 1940s.
And that's fine when it's
That's podcasting.
here's yes. And
To
the
be
thing
fair,
is,
no, I'm going to defend these goddamn movies because I fucking love them. Captain America and the Winter Soldier is not a jokey Marvel movie. It is a fucking awesome political
I
thriller.
actually kind of think I saw that one,
Yeah.
and I
I
realized
don't
that was a
remember
good
that one.
Yeah.
I'm
But,
going to
like,
be completely honest
the
with
first
you.
Captain America was okay, and that one was okay. But like Civil War was filled with Paul Rudd is Ant-Man,
Mhm.
and the Iron Man is in it. So we're
Mhm.
just gonna have plucky comic relief throughout the whole thing.
Yep.
And if they had done Winter Soldier
Yeah.
for Captain America Civil War, I would have been in.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They went back to the MCU style. I think you're right. Captain America had the chance to save MCU, and they didn't stick with it.
Yeah.
And everything is that same plucky humor. In fact, the entire idea of Paul Rudd as Ant-Man is stemmed from that. Would we accept Paul Rudd as Ant-Man if we weren't looking for that type of humor? No.
Perhaps not.
So I didn't see Civil War, but he was very significant in the Infinity Saga, like the last two Avengers movies.
Yeah,
he was
I
like
did
the
just watch that
staple of
today.
like that
Well, I
story.
know like the whole quantum.
Kind of bookended that whole.
Yeah. I didn't see those, unfortunately.
Oh,
Because I was so offended by the fact
For
that
real,
every-
like as a person who has like I go to the movies like once a week. I've gone to the movies since I was a kid. One of the greatest movie moments ever was fucking the end of Endgame. Like no joke.
I'm sure it was great.
Like
Yeah.
an
And
entire
I'm gonna
theater.
watch it. I am going to
Yeah,
watch
a
it.
packed theater erupting when fucking Captain America picks up Thor's hammer. Like you will never see anything like that again in a movie
Yeah.
theater.
I don't know, because I said that when I saw episode 3 in the theaters. In episode 3, I remember everyone humming along to the Star Wars theme song in the theaters.
Yeah.
And I remember everyone gasping and awing and ohing. Mind you, it's not a good movie. Like,
This is-
objectively, it's not a great
This is
movie.
going to be so remarkably just me. No other way to brand it.
Never seen
Yeah,
episode
we don't do
3.
Star Wars.
No, I have.
Oh.
I have seen episode 3. But also, one of the better movie moments of my life, being in a theater of people singing Squammer. Square Hammer by Ghost because of for the Ghost movie.
Yeah.
Anyone
Mwah!
not paying attention to the show. Not Doctor.
Wrong person.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Did you say you were about to say Dr. Bridget?
Dr. Bridget. I was about to call Dr. Bridget.
You heard it here, folks. Dr. Bridget.
Well, you were a doctor of Sleep Token and Ghost.
My titty tattoo is Sleep Token.
I'm aware. I've never seen your tits. And I know
That's a lie. I wore such a low cut dress to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
But like, it's not weird.
It wasn't until now.
About that for the next week. Therapy everywhere. Well, I was trying to rip on you for having.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
How the
I
turntables.
forgot that guy was in it.
Yeah, Julio.
So good. In,
This is a really early Bill Hader in a movie
oh my God,
performance.
Bill Hader, yeah.
he's right there.
Wet Hot American Summer is an awesome dude.
I've never
awesome
seen
movie.
Wet Hot American. Isn't that the one where Paul Rudd is doing the storm? Right?
Yeah.
Nick and I, for the longest time, we'd never seen that movie. But we knew that line, and we had no idea where it was from. And we'd always go everywhere and go, we died. Like we were bonded over my dick.
My dick.
And we had no idea what it was from. And now I know. And
What
I
do
don't
we
want to see the
say
movie
all the
because it will
time
never.
that we give an unnecessary 2 syllables to?
Say so many things.
We say so
I
many
don't
things
know.
that we give extra
You'll get there.
syllables to.
But are there movies that like you know a quote from, and like you probably would like the movie, but you refuse to see it because it can't stand up to this like platform you built for.
I don't know. There's so many movies I've seen that I quote that I have seen. So
I know, yeah, that's true too. But like, there's movies I haven't seen that I quote, and I refuse to see them. I've never seen Fight Club, and
Really?
because I know everything about Fight Club. I watched.
I also have yet to see Fight Club.
This is amazing. I watched parts of it in my economics class in high school.
Fascinante, ¿por qué?
Yeah, because he stole the fat to turn it into soap to sell back to the rich people. It was an economics lesson. Because my
Yo
economics professor
Comprendo,
in
comprendo,
high school
I want to say we
was
watched
like
it in a directing
28
class
at
at
the time.
SUNY.
comprendo.
He also gave us fake money, and we did like a stock market thing, and he used some of us in insider trading.
Interesante.
Actually, it's not bad anymore. If you,
Yeah, no, if you're allowed to do it,
yeah.
literally the president will tee you up on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I read the book before I
Love
saw
that,
the movie,
love
and
that.
from what I remember, it's pretty
I'd probably
like
rather read the book.
pretty accurate. Everything in the book
I'm
that
not-
I can
Yeah.
remember is
So I knew
It's
all of
it waters down the book a little bit. Some of
Mhm.
the more extreme stuff. Yeah.
all of the major plot points.
You know what was
I
the
feel like
most
if I saw it, it
wild
wouldn't be
book
as
I've
good to
ever
me,
read?
and that's not fair
What?
to Jake.
American Psycho, Bret Easton Ellis.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
There were points where I had to stop and put the book down because I got lightheaded.
That's cocaine. 80s cocaine gets you, is American Psycho.
It'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
I'll read that.
Also, you know, one of
Yeah.
my favorite books was this is such a like sort of like weird parallel. My mom, for the longest time, told me the story of how she finished reading Pet Cemetery at like 3 a.m. by herself when she was in college, and she had to wake her friend up across the hallway to go to the bathroom with her. And I had such a similar experience when I was reading Pet Cemetery as a freshman in college, where it was perfectly like my roommate had her light on to do her homework. So like it wasn't a dark room or anything, but I was reading that book and I was sitting on my bed and I felt like something was going to reach out from under the mattress and grab me because the writing was so fucking tense.
Again, Stephen King, another perfect example of the cocaine in the 80s.
But
Must have been
Mwah.
fucking fantastic. Yeah.
I want to like Stephen King. I do, because
I'm rereading Misery right now and I'm having such a great time.
here's the thing. The very first Stephen King I read was The Eyes of the Dragon, which is
Interesting.
it's like outside of his normal stuff intentionally
Yes.
because he wrote it for his daughter. But I've seen Stephen King movies, and the Stephen King based movies are pretty decent. However, I've read like 3 or 4 other Stephen King books since then, and I just can't get over he's finding blatant excuses to use racism and weird sexual relationships with their mothers or sisters, or like just weird incestual
Here's the thing.
stuff.
Yes, I
And
think
they don't play into it at all. They're not necessary.
I do think
Either of those things.
I do think Stephen King has glaring flaws, but he is also one of the authors that I find most compulsively readable.
My favorite thing about him, though, is when I can't remember what book he wrote. He wrote a book under a pseudonym, and it might be
Richard
Misery.
Bachman.
Richard Bachman, yeah.
Is it? And the review of it was the horror Stephen King would write if Stephen King could write horror. And
Ooh.
he put that on there
Wow.
after he changed the pseudonym to his name.
Yeah.
Because
You know, he
Bravo King.
he declared
You know they're
no,
hating you for
he-
you at that point.
he put out a statement that said that his pen name had died of cancer of the pseudonym.
I didn't even know that. I just knew
Yeah.
that he had put that out and that they had said that, and he continued to use that. And it's still to this day in the like.
I said this the other night in the comments on Fighting with Friends. My English teacher in 11th grade, my history teacher in 11th grade was Stephen King's cousin. And he looked exactly like Stephen King, but with gray hair. But he sounded like Fred Gwynn in Pet Cemetery.
Oh, that's
Like
awesome.
the heavy, like the New
My-
England accent. Yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah.
Yes. Fuck yes.
My freshman year English teacher had us read that story. It was like, the devil in the black suit. He encounters it while fishing. The creel is a fucking symbol for belief in Christ. It's insane. I can't remember what the name of this Stephen King short story is. It's gonna drive me nuts.
So I feel like there's no chance this isn't going to have an answer. What are you reading right now, Dr. Brooks?
Do tell.
School papers.
Oh.
School papers. She's grading papers. Fair.
It be like that sometimes.
You know what? I'm going to annex one of her courses because she has no choice. She's already doing it. She's just going to send me the syllabus, and I'm going to do it for fun.
Sure.
I'm going to graduate with a bachelor's of nothing from nothing. Via Dr. Brooks.
Very cute.
That's my new goal. Because every class she teaches, I'm going to take for fun.
You know, everybody always focuses on like, oh, teachers get the summer off, but yeah, teachers have to read student papers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teachers work 80 to
I
90
had
hours
enough
a week.
of reading student papers as a TA.
If I had
Well,
to
keep
read
in
my
mind-
own pretentious bullshit back in the day, I'd be pretty fed up.
Oh
I
boy.
also did a lot of TNA when I was in college.
Yeah, those were the days. Good on.
I'm scared.
Zingo Zango.
What does TNA mean?
Really?
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 I'm so
Really?
sorry. For the crowd anyone who's under the age and doesn't use this anymore, it's tits and ass.
Okay.
T and A.
Got it.
Yeah, no, that's very
Got
much
it.
slightly lost.
True.
Just like I saw the coolest thing. Dr. Brooks will love this. It was what's a thing that you did as a child that would shock children today from like a security standpoint?
Yeah, we talked about this
It's
in the
this.
car earlier.
It's
Yeah.
literally just this. ASL.
American Sign Language?
Yeah, not exactly. Not exactly.
I feel like I know this.
Dr. Brooks, would you like to give us your ASL?
Wait, is
Age,
it
sex,
age, sex, location?
Yeah, oh yeah, yep,
This
yeah.
is when we talked to strangers online, and the very first thing we said was, "That's a cool username, ASL."
Wow.
Yeah, no, for
14
real.
male,
I was allowed unsupervised access to the proto internet in like 1988, like
I
89.
chatted with people all
Yeah.
over this goddamn planet.
Yeah,
I was born
You
in
know what?
1998.
Talk
Yeah.
about this. Never been molested, surprisingly.
yeah, for real.
I
No,
feel like you guys fucked it for all of us because we weren't getting molested.
yeah,
To
Yeah.
Catch a Predator came after us. We were older than the
Yeah.
children they were searching for.
we just had to say no to candy. That was it.
Yeah,
Like, that was
some
yeah,
stranger offers you candy. We knew that was a bad thing.
yeah.
Oh, a stranger wants to meet you at their house. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
We knew that. It got
Unbelievable.
lost somewhere, and it got caught again on the way. We had a whole show about it.
Which,
for
like,
fans that
is
didn't
a
like
good
it.
thing.
Yeah, I'm glad it got caught again. But like the weird thing is that it got lost in the middle.
Yeah.
None of us met anyone. We always just talked to them. I knew people in Japan. I
Yeah.
knew 35-year-old men and women in Japan. And it was fine.
I found some of my best friends on the internet because I liked Ghost and our Twitter feeds intersected.
I played online games, like text-based or turn-based online games with people online. I had
Oh, yeah.
a mutual account in which I was ranked on a game that I don't even remember the name of now with a woman in Australia because we would work 12-hour shifts opposite each other.
Whack.
Because it was a real-time turn-based strategy with an online, like you attack
Brooks,
people's towns.
We talked about this in one of the episodes of Fighting with Friends where we were actually physically in the same location. I have almost cried over the beauty of Wikipedia. What do you mean I can casually stumble across information that would have been only accessible to the highest of scholars
We
like
were
100
alive.
years ago?
We
When you
were
had to
alive for the time
use
when Wikipedia
A
was
series of books. Yeah,
when
yeah.
Wikipedia was like this beautiful, wonderful thing. Then we
Like-
were alive for when it was like trash.
When-
because
yeah.
it's
Picture th-
editable, but
Picture
like,
this.
it's not.
We were alive for Encarta.
100 years ago.
Oh, Britannica. It's
Yeah.
like I had the physical Wikipedia.
100 years ago, I might never have known that the country of Eritrea existed. Today, I have the privilege of stumbling across the Wikipedia
When you're
page,
saying stumble,
the
like, you were
Wikipedia-
alive for stumble.
the Wikipedia page for Eritrean cuisine. Like, do you know what I
Sure,
mean?
sure. I don't, but you say stumble, and I want to make sure that the older people in the group are aware. You know, stumble was a thing, right?
Stumble on was yeah.
Stumble on was a web page that became an app.
No.
Oh, you entered your interests and you clicked stumble, and it brought up a random web page across all of the goddamn internet that somebody had tagged in a way you clicked.
I
Fascinating.
did not know this.
This
Yeah.
was pre-algorithm.
Fascinating.
This was pre, like, advertising being shown at you.
Wow.
I had carefully crafted, accidentally, a very ass-centric stumble upon.
Of course.
There was a good chance my stumble upon was going to be an ass. You know,
For reasons.
for
I
reasons.
love it.
And I had to. This is the thing I had to do at one point when I had just started dating someone who was uncomfortable with that. I had to go through my stumble upon and carefully unlike and unfavorite asses so that the other categories would show up when I clicked stumble.
Wow.
This was a thing. Now it's your
This
For You
is
page.
fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the exact. I'm
It's a
hearing
free
the
page.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
As, like,
But the problem is with stumble upon, I did that to me.
Mhm.
With the For You page, I didn't.
Mhm.
So I went back.
Okay.
I just did this. I went to my Instagram, right? And I went back to when I first started my Instagram and I did a year snapshot. You can see what you liked. And I started stepping forward a year until I started finding things. Okay? And I don't know what jumped it from 2022
Oh, that was really nasty.
to 2023.
That was really podcasting.
Yeah.
2023 to 2024. My For You page became exclusively, and I mean, I could show you now, even though I'm not liking them or adding them. It is Clussy.
Oh, we talked about this.
We talked about this. It's a term I apparently invented by accident. You know, I'm sorry. Does anybody not know what Clussy is?
I don't.
Clown pussy.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't.
It's women in clown makeup, scantily clad, or whatever. And a lot of them are the same audio. It's a woman going,
Oh boy.
stop saying, oh, I like clown pussy. Honka, honka, big
Okay.
donka. You know the audio
So-
I'm talking about?
No,
Are
I
you-
don't.
Are you gonna
I
attempt
don't
to
ever
like
want to know.
say that you don't know how this became
I
part of
don't
your?
know.
No. I was about
It
to
was
say.
literally from my cosplay. Look, I can
For-
show you from one year to the next.
For a second, I honestly thought it was because of your association with the Big Dumb Monsters. Because the Big Dumb Monster search tab on Instagram is fucking wild.
Right?
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
So from 2022.
So that's what I thought it was. But until
that's
no.
when I joined Big Dumb Monsters.
No.
That is when
I do not claim Clussy.
You
That is
did
not
it.
our fault. No.
Tanner knows he likes that clown pussy.
No. Until you said the voice thing. No, that's not
So many
that's
of them
not
are
us.
that audio.
No.
There's an audio clip I could play you right now. It's the same one.
How did we get here?
No, I'm telling you that like
For real.
bad. For you.
Nobody should search if you're on the Big Dumb Monsters Instagram account, never hit the search bar.
Also-
Never do it.
Also,
God.
ever since I said Clussy, and you're like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's not a thing. It's not an Urban Dictionary. I
Wow.
invented the term Clussy. Clown pussy. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's a thing. It's always like
Not our
hold
fault.
on. It's
Not
Big Dumb
our
Monsters'
fault.
I get that. now.
Yeah.
No.
Also, praise kink. So like,
That is definitely not our fault.
like
Let's not talk
gooning-
about that.
Hold on, gooning porn / praise kink.
Wait, what
Where,
the
like-
fuck is gooning porn?
You don't know what gooning is?
I don't know what gooning
I
is.
didn't know until
It's
I saw my
masturbation.
For You page.
It's masturbation.
Yes, it's like a thing where like you're like jerking it to
To whatever.
fucking Twitter and TikTok and shit.
Clussy.
So you're still stuck in Clussy. I'm really proud of that. Only because I genuinely just kind of thought it was a thing. You know, pussy's a thing.
Yeah.
I just thought that would have been a thing. I'm really like, is gussy like goth pussy? I don't know.
It is now. It could be Godzilla pussy for all we know. I don't know.
It is.
I feel like it would
that'd
be
Guthussy.
Gothussy.
That's Guthussy. And Guthussy. You're right, it's Guthussy.
Gathussy, yeah.
Thank you.
You're right. So
Dr. Brooks is like, what the fuck am I doing here?
So anyway, Dr. Brooks, Clussy is a thing that I see on my For You page.
And again, it
I
is
still
not
don't know why.
100% not
I'm
because
saying no.
of his association with the Big Dumb Monsters.
Hold on, I want to be clear here. I'm not saying no, but it's because they're confident women.
There is only one sexy clown that our account follows, to be clear.
And that's what did it. No, I think for me, it's confident women. I have a problem with confident women. If a
Christ
woman is like, I'm
almighty.
hot, I'm like, yeah, you are. I can't help it.
Yeah, I can neither
I
confirm or
can-
deny BDM follows Rhonda McDonald, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. I knew it came from somewhere. I fucking knew it. It came from nowhere. My For You page goes from like D&D memes to that overnight.
I just remember that
I'm not
there's
opposed to it,
accessible
though. It's
candy
just-
right here.
yeah,
What happened?
the werewolf head is full of candy.
That is a Wolfman head. God damn
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna put it up here just because the table's heating up. It's
I
gonna
am
become.
so
yeah.
sick and tired
I'm just
of
so
explaining
excited
the
right now.
goddamn difference. That is clearly a Wolfman.
That is a wolf man, not a werewolf. Correct.
God
Yeah.
damn it. I exist. If you have questions, you can ask. I'm building a database.
Anyway,
That he is.
So it's separate from a wolfman.
That is a wolf man,
Okay.
which is separate from a wolfman,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
is separate from a werewolf.
Yes.
A werewolf is a hybrid. We're all
Donner.
going to be clear on that, right? That's the obvious answer.
And one thing we all want to be clear on is that
that was
Art
clear-
likes clown pussy. We all know that.
I never
Yeah.
said no. I never said no. And it's this, and I said this, I made it clear. I am a fan of someone confident in their own sexiness.
Okay.
And that's good.
It's not a bad
Judge me
thing,
for
yeah.
that, you know? It's not my fault that somehow my For You page decided that was clowns. I didn't do that. And I can show you. I did this research because I was confused. It just jumps.
Yeah.
It jumps.
How did we get here?
Because
I have no idea.
Yeah. I do know. We were talking about Stumble Upon and how it was a better version of the For You page.
Okay.
The For You page is similar to Meta or other people's algorithms, which are dumb. And here's why I'll say they're dumb. I have a very conservative person who gets pro-abortion ads
Fascinating.
and pro-gay relationship ads. And I don't think it's because they're closeted. What I think it is because they respond to other articles that are about abortion and gay things.
Okay.
And the algorithm is the dumbest version of an algorithm.
Mhm.
And like, I will never be the smartest person in the room, but I could do better.
Counter argument, not to defend the AI, but is there also an increased instance of people presenting as these conservative types
That's
who
true.
do need abortion
No,
services?
all right.
Like, yeah.
And the fact that
And the
every
AI
time
is
the
going
CPAC
along
goes
that.
somewhere, Grinder crashes from
Yeah.
overuse.
Precisely.
Remember, every accusation is a confession.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least as a generalization.
Yeah.
Let's not try and I will say this. There are hardcore conservative Christians I know
Can we hit
that
the
are
R
not
podcast
closeted
button?
and are just hateful, right? They're just hateful. Can we agree? They're just hateful?
Yeah.
We
I
can
don't know
agree.
that that's a defense of them. I guess I'm defending their honor.
Which is such a weird thing to say.
Like, in the sense that, like, you deserve to be you. It's a piece of shit.
Baby,
But
your
it's
Duolingo
you.
just went off.
I know.
I did hear the Duolingo sound, and the fact that we're not
Do it.
Duolingo
Do it right
friends
now.
is very depressing.
No, I'm not doing it right now.
Do it. Yes, you can.
I mostly do German, but I'm switching to do more Russian.
I have
because
been
you
doing-
deserve that.
Because you see the way things are going.
Спасибо, моя друг. Мой друг. Не моя.
I had to do so much work to get Little Sister, by the way, because every time it wanted to translate to just sister,
Mm.
and then it wanted to do younger sister, and I was like, I get where you're coming from, but
Nemo-
is there a contextual reason to use Little Sister? And it said, yes, you would use this in like an endearing way. I think that's literally what I was going for.
Yep.
Little Sister in an endearing way.
Сука, это не младшая, это...
I love you so much, but you know that like none of us get that. Right?
No, I know.
I'm the most likely to.
The
Yeah.
word is not mladshaya for younger sister. It's something else, and I can't remember it.
No,
It's
I
prob-
think you're right. It did. It wanted me to use like Melanchaya.
Yeah, exactly, and that's not
It literally
correct.
used, like less old or like younger, and I didn't want that. I wanted like diminutive.
I can't- I
like
can't-
not in a mean way.
I
Does that make sense?
can't-
Diminutive sounds.
You're
bad.
just cutting loose right now.
No,
man.
I
I'm
know.
just- yeah,
I
I'm
know
here for it.
exactly what you mean, and I cannot
I
remember my
worked.
vocabulary right
I
now.
worked for that thing I sent you on your birthday. I worked for that.
И спасибо.
I know.
Спасибо большое.
I know. I used to know more Russian, but I forgot it. Now, literally,
It's
I
a
know, like,
beautiful language.
I know like spasiba and like yet and like Ievaslivu. And that's like it.
Я понимаю. Я понимаю.
The first time Nick and I went to that Mexican restaurant in Poughkeepsie, I
They
spoke.
were speaking Russian.
No, I spoke Russian to the mariachi guy. No, I
Правда.
spoke Spanish to the mariachi guy, and it blew Nick's mind. He's like, "What did you just say?"
Oh,
Fucking yeah.
man.
I took
He is
Spanish
the whitest
for
person I know, to be
13
honest.
years,
Let's
and I
be
should
clear.
be so much better than I am because I had such a shitty Spanish teacher my senior year of high school. I should have such a stronger grasp on past tense.
I pretty much
I just
scammed
do not.
New York State out of an education by taking Spanish because like my entire family spoke Spanish growing up. It's like, what do you want to take at school? fucking Spanish.
I took German because
Yeah.
that's fun.
I already know
I
all
should
of
have
this. Yeah.
such a stronger grasp of the past tense in Spanish, but I had this shitty high school Spanish teacher who was like, okay, class, now we're gonna review this being a thing that we never learned in the first place.
Yeah.
So I just winged it.
See, I'm the person who learned Latin because it was fun.
Of course.
They didn't teach it in my school. I just learned Latin.
Конечно.
And now, like all of the Latin languages, I at least have a fair shot at.
Por supuesto.
So what's up, Dr. Brooks?
Yeah, Dr. Brooks. I
Yeah,
wanna hear
talk
your
to
voice.
us, please.
All right.
I was about to admit what I've been doing, and I'm not going to admit it because it's going to
No,
Tell
no.
us. Tell us.
Tell it, what are you doing?
Tell us.
Shade.
No. You missed the second part because you started to yell, which was that it's going to be a fun surprise.
Oh.
Aw.
I will take it. You keep doing what you're doing.
All
Yep,
right.
never mind.
So-
Control goes back to you.
I'm very good at learning things.
I
and
love
I'm
it.
super good at forgetting things.
Love
That
it.
I'm good at. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like I pick them up so quick. So when I start practicing my Russian again, get ready because it's going to be exponential. And I did at one point.
Отличная. Отличная.
Yeah, and I don't. Again, it's been so long. So here's the thing. Like I took German in high school, so much so that my German-born teacher who lived here was willing to fund me going on the exchange trip, but my proud parents wouldn't let him pay for it.
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, no,
I am,
bad times, but anyway.
At the time, I
Yo
was
понимаю.
like 85% sure my 10th grade chemistry teacher was Adolf Hitler in hiding. Like, for real.
Okay, no, wait.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
10th grade teacher, Mr.
Почему?
Simpson, who was an American, I would have believed it.
His
I would have
name...
believed a pedophile.
No, I swear to God, his name was
You don't
Mr.
do that.
Frank. He talked about retiring to Germany all of the fucking time, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. He had the
Nein,
Hitler
нет.
haircut, like the
Нет.
flap with the,
Нет,
нет,
greased
нет,
over
нет,
flap.
нет,
Yeah.
Herr Kramer was a Cold War German who was so happy to be in America,
Yeah.
and he was so beautiful.
My Russian professor from college texted me happy birthday the other day. Спасибо, Natalia.
Yes, we shouted her out when we did
Solaris.
Solaris. We should do it
Solaris.
again. When's her birthday? Let's do Solaris again for her birthday.
You realize what you just said?
I do.
I
I love other people
the-
more than I hate myself. Is
the-
that weird? Is that weird?
No.
I hate myself a lot.
have it
But I love
written
other
down.
people
I
more, and
can't
that's the
remember
only
it
reason
off
I'm
the
still
top.
alive.
I cannot remember it off the top of my head, but
You
Natalia,
got that.
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
your birthday
Yeah.
written down. Thank you so much for literally being my mom when I was in
No,
college.
she did so good.
You are the best.
Yeah, and you did the whole introduction in Russian, and
I was embarrassingly
I'm
proud
so
of
far
myself.
removed, but like it sounded so good to me,
Спасибо.
and I haven't done it in generations. My aunt loves me to death, and she was like, "Don't you speak like 7 languages?" Like, oh,
Your mic
Oh,
is hanging
honey.
on by it,
my mic is exactly where it is.
yeah.
If I talk nicer to it, maybe it would pick up a little.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, no. I'm glad that you picked up on what I said earlier. I thought it was good.
I had a Russian professor in college, not like a professor for Russian. He was Russian.
Mm.
I probably have said this before, but it still blows my mind. His last name was Lapenis. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lapinus.
He was insistent it was Lapinus. It was like, oh, whatever, Lapinus.
So we had
Yeah.
a teacher, and it wasn't quite that fun, but it was SEMAN.
Yeah.
Or no, SEM.
Oh, we had a Miss
Oh.
Hyman in grade school.
Oh,
Yeah.
no!
Yeah.
When I was
maybe
on-
she moved because we tormented her. Or
When
no,
I-
maybe she
when
moved
I-
because you tormented
Yeah.
her.
At the height of the pandemic, I was on international Tinder because Tinder was giving everyone global for free
Okay, that's fair.
because they were like, be horny, just stay at your house.
Fuck a German. Like, Tinder
Fuck
International.
in German.
So
Hold
I
on.
was so I was on
Bad.
so I was
Fuck
on
in German.
so I was on Russian Tinder, and I encountered more than one person named, when you pronounce it correctly in Russian, Siemien,
Semen.
Yeah.
but it looks like semen if
Mr.
you
Seaman.
spell it in
Yeah, that's what I was about to
English.
say. We had Mr. Seaman.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
SEMON. Seaman.
Yeah.
And he,
Simeon.
It was literally years later that he decided to tell us, because like I had him from freshman year on, that he decided to tell us that it was Simone.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Semon.
Sure it was.
Simone.
Whatever,
this was-
Steven.
Sure.
This was in my junior year when I had been seeing him around.
Yeah,
the whole
whatever,
time.
jerk off.
And I was in debate club. Yeah, exactly. I was like, all right, whatever, comrade. Again, me in debate club, who's shocked, you know?
We had a girl whose last name was Simendinger, who,
Oh!
yeah, we called her Semen Slinger. Yep. Yeah.
It was Semen Slinger.
Come on.
I am so glad. That's the best that could have come from that name. Anybody here have a weird last name? Let's see. We have Martinez. Nope, you're just Mexican.
It's just
Kelly.
Martinson. Yeah.
Kelly is very Irish.
Bristol is just
Bristol, so
English.
Yeah.
It's so English. It's the name of English races in fantasy.
Yep.
Yep.
Gibson, which is just so generically English.
The
Yeah.
whitest bunch
Brooks.
of people. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're the most ethnic of us, and you're like you're not much ethnic.
Hey, fuck you.
You try. You try. Somehow you're tied with Bridget just because of how much she loves Russia.
Where's the R podcast button?
Our
way
podcast
over
is
there.
way
Yeah.
over there. I'm not doing it. Plus, also, like, I don't know. Now seems like a bad time. Like, and I also, though, to be fair, it doesn't, because that's the Soviet Union, which is different from modern Russia.
Very
I'm just
different.
saying. I'm just
Very
saying.
different.
I'm not saying they did things right. I'm not saying they did things wrong. I'm just saying modern Russia might actually be worse.
Yeah.
Oh, communism.
We don't have time. We
don't
do
have
not
time to
have
unpack.
time.
What's worse, communism?
We
or
don't have
imperialist
time.
Russia.
We don't have time to unpack all of that.
No, like I said, what's worse, imperialism or communism? Boy, oh boy.
My cousin married a Ukrainian. Used to be Russia. Russian at the time.
Blah, blah, blah.
She would like.
Ukrainian.
Yeah. Like the food she would make is clearly like this is government provided ingredients, but it was still really fucking
Hold
good.
on.
That's the thing. Here's my
Yeah.
hot.
I've eaten
here's-
government cheese.
Here's my hot take.
Who
Russian
eats
food is
government cheese?
delicious.
It was no. She would make like this like potato salad, which was amazing somehow. But it was
Olivia,
like cubes of potato with peas and cubes of bologna.
Olivia.
Yeah, and like
That
like
sounds
mayonnaise.
amazing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
That sounds like the most
delicious.
Yeah.
Southern white
It
thing
was
ever.
so good.
Russian
She would
food
make
is
this other thing. It was like-
delicious.
It was like shredded up
Poverty
carrots,
I
with
love
mayonnaise
Russian
and
food
garlic and
so
walnuts.
much.
so fucking good. Yeah.
Sunflower salad
Oh,
is actually not bad. That's a
I
thing that I bet if
love-
they had sunflowers in Russia, I literally don't know the like.
the
Gardening.
fucking semichki sunflowers,
similar?
the sunflower seed
Okay.
culture
Yeah.
is crazy.
So sunflower salad was a huge thing in the Depression. Oh, what a shock! Poor Depression era white people food.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same thing that Russians love.
Russian
Yeah.
food is so good.
But here's the thing: could you survive on it? Was it cheap? Could we have
Ye-
continued that trend instead
Yes.
of moving to more expensive trends?
Yes, 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 yes.
Could we feed the whole world on slightly less expensive trends?
Yep.
Oh, where's the R podcast button?
Hit it.
We're
Hit
moving
it.
so
Hit it.
back.
Hit it.
I was
So bad.
reviewing the menu for 677 Prime for my birthday today.
Did they have a sunflower salad? No, they had fucking.
No, but they did have a $145 Wagyu steak that looks.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Means nothing. Just so you know, Wagyu doesn't have a protected term.
Whatever. It's from
Kobe
Japan.
doesn't- no,
It says where it's no.
not- mm,
It says where it's from on the fucking thing. It says
gonna
whatever
go to Japan
prefecture.
for-
Is that
Honeymoon,
legally
right?
protected? Do they have to be honest?
Whatever. I don't care. I want a good goddamn steak.
Hold on. How come he gets your hand? I want a hand.
Because he's already my husband,
I know,
pretty
I've
much.
Also soft.
been holding the heater
These
the
are
whole time.
firm,
Yeah.
soft. And this is everything I need in life. I get it.
Enjoy him.
I get it. No, it's everything. It's the soft and hard in all of the
Oh,
ways you need.
Goddamn right it is.
Okay, well, all right. I feel like it's weird.
Don't-
Aren't you
don't look
so
me in the eyes
glad
and
you
say soft
came
and
here?
hard.
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
That didn't seem like that much when I did it.
It's been 10 or 15 minutes since we've spilled anything on this show.
Listen,
Oh boy.
okay, well normally it's you, but
Hey,
this is me, and I'll take it. And I did know I did it, but I also thought it was not that much, and I was gonna it's on my hand. I knew I did it.
it's on your hand. It's on the table. It's on my
I thought,
leg.
oh, it's not that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
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 Someone's in trouble.
Oh,
my mic apparently is not. That doesn't seem weird.
Oh no.
Well.
You're loud though. It's probably okay.
Oh, is it loud? It literally.
Yeah, now it is. I think now it is.
Well,
how about now? How about now?
I'm sure she sent that a while ago.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not even looking at our group chat. I'm looking.
That
at
was
our
a long time ago. Yeah.
Thank you.
Whoopsies.
Did it ever get better?
Now it did.
Okay, that's something.
It was off.
See, that's a time where I feel like you could have spoken up.
Yeah. Somebody should have said something like, let's see, 51 minutes ago?
Jesus Christ.
Have we
To be
really
fair,
been-
it is hard to be heard.
Yeah.
It
You have
is
the floor, Dr.
not.
Brooks. I
You
keep
have
trying to
the
throw it to you, but
floor.
I won't shut up.
What? I literally go to her all the time. God damn it.
We go to her even when she's not on the actual show.
We're waiting on a surprise from her at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's the surprise? Tell us.
I may have oversold it.
God damn it.
Well, things are things.
Tell us anyway.
It's going to be like a knock at the door and fresh cookies get delivered. Like,
Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
First of all, how is that an undersell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut all of your mouth.
Hang on.
There are places that do that around here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
hold on. I would like to hear what Dr. Brooks has to
All right.
offer.
Yeah, please do tell
I was gonna
us.
just do that for you.
No, we're good.
It's pretty bad.
I'm still working on it.
Oh, God damn it.
It's going to be a loaf cat, isn't
Hold
it?
on, it's fine.
Crocheting under the table.
Well, not anymore. It's not.
Well, I don't care if she's crocheting under the table. Whenever she's ready to show.
Thank you, Donner.
I love how he's lounging in the chair while he screams.
Hey, buddy. Buddy. Why don't you go find mommy?
If only.
Yeah. Did he shut up? Oh. Donner Martinez.
Come
Usually
on,
only
bud.
lasts like an hour or so. We'll be fine.
You can do it, dude.
Buddy, you want to go inside?
Hmm?
Oh, you want to go inside? Come on, we go
I
inside.
love you so much, but
Come on, we go inside. I'm going to bring her inside.
Yep.
Come on, we go inside.
I am still curious about the surprise, though.
hey, whenever she's ready. You show me your surprise when you're ready to show me your surprise.
Just know that I am impatient, but also no pressure.
What did you say?
I said know that I am impatient, but also no pressure.
I'm very impatient.
I'm largely giving up on it, but I thought I had found a treasure trove of fantastic sound effects.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh,
But
We'll take them.
I mean,
It's not your fault that they're bad. But
I do have a few.
Warning. Some viewers may find the following footage deeply disturbing.
nice.
I got that. I got a
Brooks, where are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, she's very sober.
yeah.
She gave up
Incorrect.
on
I
the
still
drinking.
want. I still want to know.
I'm gonna guess a 2.
Talk to me, BB.
I put up a finger and you weren't looking.
I'm looking now.
1.
Oh, that's so
I gave
sad.
you a 2.
I'm at like a fucking 8.
I am many past 1.
I love that for you.
See, that level of drunkenness is fun when you're with other people, but when
No,
you're
I
just
get it.
sitting,
So
Someone's gotta
sorry.
be with her next time.
I'm so sorry. I will be with you the next time. I promise, Queen.
just sitting here in my home office.
Love you.
I know that's hard. This is why we should have just done one weekend last weekend. But
Why
none of
didn't
us.
we?
I had to leave. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
my fault. My fault.
Well, no. Also, we didn't just officially decide that. If we had just officially decided that and said, "Oh, Chris, you leave,"
Yeah.
and then when you get
You guys
back,
could have gone to the Heritage while I left. I would have met
Exactly.
you at the Heritage. Yeah.
you could have met us at the Heritage, and we
God
could have
damn
gone
it.
back and started
Yeah.
at like 10 or 11. We could have done that.
It will happen.
So that was like it was everybody's failure. Like I went back. That's podcasting, and looked at the chat.
That is podcasting.
And because I was like, wait, it's this week. As I
Why
said,
do we not have a joint going?
I didn't roll. I ran out of cones. That's why I fucking I had this problem last night on defenestration hour.
God damn it.
Yeah.
very
I
much
gotta
womp
fill my
womp.
vape again.
If only somebody had a womp womp noise that they could play for this.
If only. Thank you.
Not enough
Don't
Do it,
want to
do
right
it,
now.
do
No,
it,
I
do
don't.
it.
parts that I can
do
show.
No. 9.
Do it. Do it. Do
I
it.
have to go get shit. Fucking.
Come on, I believe in you.
I don't.
My Uber is still pretty far out, so you know.
Hmm. Hoo-ha. I have to add a PAX vaporizer to our Amazon, our Big Monsters Amazon network.
Oh,
list.
really?
Yeah, because mine died and we need a new one.
Oh, no shit.
yeah.
Well, that died a while ago.
I think
It's
my
been- it's been
vape
like a couple of
battery
months,
died.
yeah.
My vape, which is the PAX, has been dead for a while, so that's why we've been so dependent on the powder.
Which they're now out of. They've been out of for some fucking reason.
Yeah, and that's just hurtful.
I need them to restock before Saratoga. Like, how do we can't drink a Big Dumb Monster if they don't restock?
And we've
Fucking
determined
a
this is
hashtag
the
big dumb monster.
this is the con where I stop letting my morals get in the way. Because nobody else will give Dr. Brooks drinks, and apparently it's my fucking
I'll
responsibility.
do it.
And
I'll
I feel
do it.
bad. No, you keep making me do it, and I feel bad, and I've told you I feel bad. It's weird for me to make go, hey, here's a drink, other person. That just feels weird, but no, I've gotten over it. This
Well, that's
Saratoga, everyone's getting fucked.
Good. That's what I want.
Up, he means up.
I feel like that was implied, but also, whatever.
Remember
I bought a
that.
sweet.
Remember that when your stalker shows up. Remember that.
I have used you, and I have offered to have her stand in for me.
I told her that she was gonna have to pretend to be your
Someone
wife.
Needs to be my wife at this con
Yeah.
because last
Plus,
time,
it's gonna have to be you. I can't pass.
Because last time when we were leaving, she made the most eye contact with me as we were leaving.
Oh no
I
shit.
didn't mean to. We were all leaving. She hadn't come up at all. And I felt like maybe she was embarrassed and wasn't coming up because she knew.
Mm-hmm.
But as we were walking out, there she was.
There
And I
she
just-
was, just walking down the street.
No, just a standing there by
Just
the
stalking
escalator.
down the streets,
Yeah.
singing.
And I just happened to look over because, I just, I look around. I'm not
You're aware.
yeah. And there she was, and we locked eyes for the millisecond that we possibly could because I was just looking across her way, and I saw in her eyes the pain, the hurt, the judgment.
Love.
Yes!
So lost without you.
And I was like, oh my God, she felt a moment. I knew it. I'm not a cocky person. I'm not a lot. Okay? I'm a lot, but not in that way.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm a lot, but not in that way. And so, I saw in that moment that there was a feeling in her eyes. And I was like, God damn it. It's over. She's coming again next time. It's coming. And I'm getting more stuff. And all right. I guess shower me with gifts.
I mean,
I'm not gonna say no, but I don't feel like I let anybody on.
No, you
You
didn't.
know?
No, you definitely didn't.
I'm just nice. I'm just nice,
No,
I don't
that
want anybody to
person's just
feel
mental.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah. right?
yeah.
And the same thing happened with the girl. And when I say girl, I mean girl. I didn't realize how young she was.
Where is this going?
Never
Last
a great
time.
thing
Last
to
time.
say.
Last Saratoga Comic-Con, there was like a girl I was being nice with, and she couldn't hear me, and I thought she was deaf.
Oh, was it the dinosaur girl?
No, Dinosaur Girl's different. She's fine.
All right.
No, this was a younger girl, and I had fan of the show. Help me out here. Our best fan.
Boots.
Boots knows sign language. He helped me because
Oh, no shit.
she was signing at me and I couldn't understand her, and he signed at her, and she's not deaf, and I thought she was deaf. Remember?
Deaf as in like can't hear or like
Yeah,
deaf?
deaf like as in can't hear.
Okay.
I thought she was deaf because she was signing at me and I couldn't hear her because everything was loud, and I was just being nice to her the whole time. And then Monique was like, "She's like 14." And I was like, but that I didn't do anything. Like,
maybe you should stop talking.
apparently, me being nice to people is construed in a very bad way. I've had more than people come back to talk to me at Saratoga, and I don't know why.
No, they do crawl out of the woodwork.
Right?
Yeah.
Ever since I joined, they come over to say hi to me, and I'm like,
No, it's not since you joined.
all right,
It's always
okay,
been that way.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt very weird because I'm like, I don't think I'm being flirtatious. I think I'm just being nice and friendly. But people come back, and I'm like, oh, what life have you lived?
Yeah. No, I don't think I've mentioned my weirdest Saratoga encounter. I definitely
you know
can't.
mine.
Would you like to?
You
I
fucking
will,
know
but I cannot mention it on the air because
Yeah.
it's bad.
You know both of my most horrible experiences.
Yeah.
One of them involves this little
No,
stalker,
I'll say it.
and one of them involves a teenager.
Tom and I were propositioned by a guest to perhaps
You have to tell me off air.
yeah, perhaps go to the bathroom. And it definitely
Hold
wasn't
on.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Proposition implies that it was an offer.
When it is someone who is in like several of your favorite movies ever, it's kind of traumatizing.
Is it?
yeah. I'll tell you.
Oh, I
off
feel like
the
I
air.
would just go with
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be the MB.
That is my wildest Saratoga moment.
I feel like it's going to be the MB thing, but
the MB thing. Oh yeah. It's
and I
the
would have been fine with it if he literally looked at me and said straight to me, "Hey, would you like to do blank off my blank?" I would have been like, "I would, Michael."
No, it
Person.
was there was
I would
a
person.
there was a second of dead silence. Tom and I look at each other, and then at the same time we just like, well, we got to get going.
Yeah, see, that's not what my response would have been. All right, if I do this, it's not that, and that's a story I can tell for the rest of my life. So, like, if the person with the initials MB,
I will
literally-
not confirm or deny.
I know, but if they had literally looked at me and said, "Hey, do you want to do blank off my blank?" I would have said, "Yeah, I do," because that's not weird. That's a fucking story. Do you know how many things in my life I've done for stories?
So, like, to even
Hold
to
on.
put a finer point on it, like when someone does that, like there's two things that they want: cocaine or sex. This person made a point of telling me the next morning that they've been clean for X number of years.
Oh, so they definitely
Stop.
wanted.
Yeah.
No, all right.
Yeah.
You read the room correctly.
I
might have misread the room thinking they meant cocaine,
Yeah.
and then ended up having sex with a random person. I wouldn't have, by the way, because that's not how that works. But
yeah.
you know.
Nope.
and I can be guilt tripped into a lot of things, but like random sex does not appear to be one of them because I have never had a one night stand
Yeah.
ever in my life. I've just never been interested. That's not a thing for me.
Yeah, no, that's my wild.
Felicia Day withstanding. You know, I mean, like Felicia Day, Jules Day are the obvious, or like what's his face, Henry Cavill. It's fine. It's fine. That doesn't. You're not even cheating at that point. You could be in the most secure relationship, and if you have sex with one of those people, it's just like your civic duty, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you're just maintaining the world as it should be.
You're doing it on behalf of everybody else who can't.
Exactly. I'm servicing the needy for everyone that is not who they want to service them.
It's charity work.
It's charity. Well, now I gotta know. You can't just do that.
No.
You like
Yeah.
show things like secrets are no fun.
No, it's
Secrets hurt someone. What's the other one about?
You
Yeah.
tell us, I'll show you who the person was who propositioned us.
Am I-
Ooh,
Can I
we're
say?
we're in
Oh.
proposition world here.
Does anyone know a fun animal fact? That was the question.
Oh,
Well, that's just like
shark
Yeah.
eggs are corkscrews.
Oh no shit!
Yeah,
I know a
shark
duck's,
eggs are corkscrews.
I know a duck's penis.
ducks'
is a
dicks are
corkscrew.
corkscrews.
They
Yeah,
are, yeah.
not that that's where I was gonna go, but because you mentioned corkscrews,
I was trying to
I
keep
knew-
it classy
We
by
all
going for
thought of
shark
duck
eggs.
dicks,
yeah.
right? He
I
did
knew-
that on
yeah.
purpose.
I knew something corkscrew related.
So are pig dicks, by the way.
Pig dicks.
No, really?
No, they're
They're
not.
spiral.
No, pigtails are corkscrew. Pig dicks are not
I
corkscrew.
thought they were.
That is a myth.
Well, that's disappointing.
Womp fucking
Wow.
womp. However, comma. No, what was the thing I was gonna do?
That's podcasting.
Well, he's the reason we came up with That's Podcast. We still have to do that.
Yeah, I burp a
Everybody
lot.
We
Sorry.
have to make the
Has to
roulette
record.
button.
It's medication related. I swear. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's why we all do it.
Yeah.
But the point is, we're not just going to do it for burps. We're doing it for everything that's not
Triad
professional.
besties.
Oh wait, are we all
Triad.
Wonder Twin Power active?
Why
No.
Triad? He's here.
Yeah.
A quad.
Wow, you were offended by that. Like he's here.
Fucking- he's here. Why doesn't he get mentioned? Triad.
Yeah.
Sleepy K's a thing.
Sleepy K is a thing, but he's not on a triad yet.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I feel like you need a show.
I feel
Do you want to do a really pretentious show with me? I did
told
go to
him we
school
should
for film.
I
and-
told him we should do a really pretentious show together. That's what
Oh.
our test of what happens was.
Yeah. Oh,
For-
but now I feel like we're kind of like officially coming up with a new
Do
show.
it. Do it.
No.
Do it.
Pretentious.
Do it.
If we're doing a new show, it
And
needs
I'm
to be
very
a
into
gaming show. God damn it! Like we've been talking about that for so long.
Yeah, and I just don't want to run it, but I know I am.
Thor will run it.
Oh, sure. When Thor gets off his very sweet ass and runs it. Wait, hold on. We all know Thor's my next spouse, right? Everyone's clear on this. He's my future ex-husband. I literally introduced him at the last time we were at the Bull and Bee. I was my future
We
ex-husband.
should have gone there tonight. Damn it! I didn't even think
Oh,
about
you're
it.
so right,
Yeah.
King.
That would have been a good idea.
I would have been fantastic.
Are we not aware of that? Oh, Thor's my future ex-husband. We've established this.
Yeah.
I love Thor. And like, platonically. Sure.
As you should.
I alienated Thor so hard at one of the Saratoga Comic Cons that I had to wait to regain our relationship because I thought I had hurt him so bad.
Proud. So proud.
You know what I'm
This
talking
is the
about.
type of things you miss by not being here, Dr. Brooks.
Yeah, Dr. Brooks. Well, no, she was there for that, I think.
Probably.
No,
if it was
wait.
Saratoga.
No, but that was a Saratoga she wasn't at, I think. When I was super high on shrooms pudding.
No, we were not there for that.
Yeah.
I promise.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
right.
That's the time you guys weren't there. That's the time I pinched his ass so much.
Arthur
He
like
wouldn't come within 5 feet of me, and I
What
was,
was it?
so annoyed.
was it the cosplay contest or the karaoke contest that you just like took over?
No, that was the first time I was there.
Yeah.
That wasn't the shrooms time. The
He was
first
just
time
eating shroom pudding
But
all
those are
day.
different times. Hold on, you're misrepresenting. The very first time I went to Saratoga Comic Con, I got hammered because that's what we do.
That's what we do, yeah.
And they said we don't have anyone to host the cosplay karaoke, and those two don't care at all. And I was like, I will fucking.
To be
do it.
fair, we want the person who was supposed to do it to suffer and get thrown
I
out.
get that, but also that is I love doing things
Yeah,
in
yeah.
front of an audience,
Mhm.
and so I went out there and I went up to the DJ and I
And
introduced everybody.
For the
to it.
record, not the first time we've had to cover for that person. Ding.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's fine. I will take over all of their responsibilities. Yeah,
Yeah.
you go.
Release the beast.
which is her pee.
And Donna.
And also Donna.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then I went out and hosted it. I introduced everybody to the DJ, and I went up and down the line and met everybody. And I was just like singing and dancing the whole time. Everybody was having such a good time.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what time that the karaoke contest was over, so I told him the wrong time. So we went like half an hour over time, and nobody gave a shit. Not one person cared.
I have a feeling like because we had I think it's the karaoke contest is on before us, and I think they're going to try to go over, and we are not allowing that to happen.
I'll host it.
Whatever, if you whatever, if we have to storm the stage at whatever time we're supposed to be on, we will fucking do it.
I'll go up and I will take the microphone or no, I don't need the microphone. I'll just go up and say to the DJ, "Hey, I'm how much time do you have left?" Oh, cool. And I'll go up and down.
I'll be like, this is my stage now.
Do you think I won't do that? Because I will fucking do that.
Ooh, pardon me.
I hope it's not
That
the same guy.
Is podcasting. Oh. That is podcasting.
That was my first time at Saratoga Comic Con, and that was also the last time they did the dance party. And I can't say that they're related, but I can say that Bridget and I closed down that dance party because I wouldn't leave until she got back to her hotel.
Oh, shit. I'm like, why do I hear people speaking? I was rendering the episode for Monday. I'm going to go turn that off. I'll be right back.
Turn that off.
Yeah.
So that first, I don't know if you knew this. The first time I met Bridget was at Saratoga Comic Con a couple years ago. And I was hammered and we were having fun. She was dressed as the guy from Sleep Token. And, and I was like, oh my God, because I do love Sleep Token. I'd just gotten into them. And then these guys were leaving and I had planned to leave. And then they left, but she wanted to stay for the party because we had tickets to the party. So we stayed. And I don't know if you were there, Dr. Brooks. That first time, no. I don't think I met you.
No, because you ended up using my ticket for the dance party.
That's right. That's right. That's one of the things I did. I used her ticket to get into the after party. We had tickets to the after party, but they weren't like official. Mm-hmm. So I used her official ticket to the after party. And then Bridget and I went to the dance party, and she would not leave until they played Rammstein. So, of course, I went up and badgered the guy till he played it. And then she was willing to leave to go back. And I had missed my ride home, so I had to take an Uber home from Saratoga to like this area. It was expensive, but I just didn't feel comfortable. Like, she's so sweet, and I was like, oh, how are you going to get back? She's like, oh, I'll find my way back.
I return.
So I ordered an Uber and we went back. And she was like, you could just stay here if you want. And I was like, you literally don't know me.
We still streaming?
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. Nobody else shut it off, and I'm not going to.
Sweet. I'm just curious.
Yeah. And so, so I took her back to her hotel. We hung out for a while so an Uber could come get me and take me back.
Yeah, I remember.
I think Nick and I went and got
That's where I learned about you.
Mm-hmm. Nick and I went and got barbecue while that was happening.
Yeah. No, we talked about you a lot that night.
It's because I'm obsessed with you. You're the best.
I'm going to be very upset if the barbecue place isn't open.
You know what?
By the time Saratoga rolls around.
I'm not.
I'm going to be pissed.
No, we'll just do other stuff.
Maybe there's plenty of places to eat, but the fucking barbecue would be nice.
I would like some barbecue because that's my memory of the first time as a full network we got together.
That is true, yeah.
We went out and you guys.
I was Vessel.
Yeah.
The podcast dads, the network dads, bought it for everybody, and it used up all the funds we had, and it was.
No, it didn't. We made fucking money then.
I know we did, but my point being, it used up your money.
Yeah.
You even bought their dinners, and they were just barely affiliated at that point. Mm-hmm. That was when I was still pushing. It was I was so vocal for a network. I'm such a dick. I was so vocal for a network.
It's working.
It's working, And
I'm glad that you think that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing great. I think we're doing great.
I think we are too.
All of the shows are doing great. So, like, some could use better viewership, but like
We're having a blast.
we're having fun, and like overall, we're doing good. We get invited to cons because of our overall presence, right?
and we have such a great time.
And there's going to be a day where we can move every show to every other week because we have 10 shows.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Hell
You know what I mean?
yes.
I don't know. I would still want to do big dumb.
Oh, whoa. If the flagship show wants to keep going, you guys can still take weeks off and have other people do Big Dumb Monster.
Mhm.
You understand that? I've stood in for Nick. I've stood in for you.
Yeah.
And I will do that again. With me and Bridget can do a Big Dumb Monsters on a Monday.
Hell yes.
I am.
We have shit we can do. Take a week off.
Ooh, pardon me.
This is a network.
That is podcasting.
game.
Yeah.
This is a network game.
No,
Don't
I have
feel
post-recording thoughts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, post-recording thoughts is fine.
Yeah.
But like, my whole thing is we should all feel comfortable taking weeks off if it means solo shows
Mm-hmm.
or somebody else standing in.
We got to do
Yeah,
another
yeah.
pretentious thing. That was so fun. Yeah.
I started.
Shit, we could just have stand-in shows. Like, oh shit, Big Dumb Monsters can't happen this week, but like me and him or you and him.
I don't know. At this point, though, like
Okay.
we have never missed a week in almost 4 years. Like that's
Hell
fucking.
yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Big Dumb Monsters have
Yeah.
one
Big
of
Dumb
you has
Monsters
missed a
is-
week. One of you has missed
Well, no, I
I've
mean,
stood in.
The show hasn't missed a week in fucking.
And so why can't both of you be off a week?
True.
That's my point, is we are a network. The whole point is we should be able to stand in for each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would
Take
like
time.
I would like
Don't feel obligated.
to do like a big like once a week like attack of the show type of show where it's like all of us doing.
Okay, well,
different
I
things,
would
like-
love for all of us to get together more often.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, even if it was once a month, we decided to do a, like, literally attack the show.
Yeah.
I like the name. What did that come from?
G4.
Oh, G4.
Yeah.
That was back in the day. These
I
people
have an
don't
attack of the show sticker right there.
These
like,
people
yeah.
don't fucking know.
I can't say that I do.
It was old school stuff.
It was also
Noted.
like 2 years ago when they brought back G4.
Did
like-
they bring it back?
Yeah.
Oh.
They went away really quickly, but it was still awesome to watch. Like
Well, they brought it back for like a revival, like just like,
It was-
hey, we existed.
it was around for like a year and a half or
Yeah.
so, and it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was really good.
We've all been there.
But it was mismanaged, unfortunately.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Anywho.
But yeah, like the idea of us all taking nights off and just continuing. I really think that we should be doing 7 days a week.
I would like to be.
I believe
At
in
least
us.
5.
Even if we could just do Monday to Friday.
It's
yeah,
been a while since we've had 5 nights in a row of stuff.
We've done that,
Yeah.
but it's rare. But like the idea of us doing that is very feasible. And there's variations of the show. I mean, shit, ladies do 2 in a row already.
It is just we need
I like that we're the ladies.
You are the ladies.
we need
You're my
more
ladies.
we need more like production people. Like we need more fucking
Well, but the thing
I think
is,
production people is the main thing.
but the thing is, production as far as the presets is not hard.
I would fucking kick a nun down a flight of stairs for a producer for the defenestration hour.
I
Yeah.
tried, but like,
Yeah.
there's nothing I can do. To
Yeah, no, I'm not
here.
gonna ask you that of you. Like, yeah, it's
Do you know how much I want to be here?
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
you already know where I'm at.
If I learn, I could assume that role.
all right.
Well,
Right.
it's harder remotely, but it's not bad actually because they're doing one camera.
Yeah, it's just one camera. Like we're not doing
So
segments.
StreamYard,
like,
then you'd just be doing
I-
sound effects and like texting
comments.
and comments.
I think I
Even
could,
if we-
I
which we-
try.
I
yeah.
think I could do it.
Because I
I
first
do.
off, I love the cheesy action movies you guys do.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like if you guys weren't doing that, that would be like a variation on our show I'd want to do because I love cheesy action movies so much. It's
think
weird
could
because
do
I
it.
also like very pretentious artsy films, and I'd really like to from a filmography.
I know we have like
perspective
the
review
next
them.
2 episodes of Regrettable Reviews planned out, but I want you to think about the most artsy science fiction film that you like.
The most artsy. I can do that. So you did Fifth Element,
Mm-hmm. And
I
then
did
Evolution.
Evolution.
That's what you guys are doing this week, right? Is Fifth Element.
Yes, I feel
Alright.
like maybe I'll let you have one more for
Okay.
yours. But then my next one, I will specifically choose
I want you to pick the most artsy thing you
super
like.
artsy sci-fi film.
Hell yes.
I can do that.
Hell yeah.
Because I actually am a filmography nerd.
I love it.
It's just that, like, I also do like cheese.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, it's fun sometimes to do filmography. Like, I love Dune. I didn't love the movie per se, but I loved reviewing it from like my whole thing was like, it's monotone.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I didn't mean that in a bad way. I'm being analytic,
Mm-hmm.
you know? That's an improvement it could have made.
I get what you mean. I really do.
And there are movies where I'm like, oh, the lighting or camera angles or this or that. Like, I'll do it. I'll find an artsy film we can do.
Hell
It's
yes.
going to be Werewolf Santa. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck
made
you.
These fucking guys do Werewolf Santa.
Worse
No,
than
thank
fucking
you.
Deathbed.
I
Worse
don't
than
think so, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I haven't seen Deathbed. I've seen some really bad films.
Deathbed was bad, but that was worse. Yeah.
I mean, I watched Solaris.
Come on, man.
It's not. Oh,
You gotta defend
There it
here.
is. Thank
From
you,
an-
Dr. Brooks.
I said this the day of, though. I said from an artsy perspective, like, yeah, sure, it's fun and it's interesting, and it's like, I do like some things they did, but like, if I wanted to watch an art film,
I can't disagree with you that hard.
if I wanted to watch an art film, Solaris could be a good art film, and it also is sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
I'm trying to
mean?
think of like an arty ass sci-fi film.
Yeah, watch fucking Solaris. There's an arty ass sci-fi film.
Yeah.
It's from like a filmography. That's the part that hurt me the most, because like it was done well. It was just so boring and long. You know, like it was done so well, like from a film perspective, but so just.
Eek.
It
All
wasn't our goal, is what I was saying. You know, I feel like our target audience didn't hit on that. Hell, I did. Did we do 2001: Space Odyssey?
No, I don't think you did.
No, we talked about it during Solaris.
Yes.
And we talked about the similarities and how they both were. And I thought that 2001 was the slightly more enjoyable to the public.
Yo,
Of
for
the
sure.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I do feel like they fit the same thing, like a film heavy sci-fi. One was more for film and one was more for movie sci-fi. Oh, we're deep in the weeds.
Yeah, we are.
My bad. Is that a bottle of fucking...
It is
Mhm.
gunpowder gin.
I hate gin.
Really?
And the thing is, I love rosemary. I love sage.
I fucking love a good gin and tonic.
Juniper gin just doesn't do it for me, you know? And I've made fresh gin. I for a brief time, I was in the SCA, Society for Creative Anachronism. It's like a medieval fantasy thing.
Yeah.
It's like role playing solely for role playing medieval.
Hmm.
And so the woman that got me into it, her husband was in the Brewers Guild, and so was the guy who taught me fencing. And so, like,
I always wanted to learn fencing.
it's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal because it's actually more brutal because if you're not doing Olympic fencing.
There is a surprising lack of sword teachers in the Capital District, believe it or not. Yeah.
No, there actually isn't.
Really?
Go to the Scotia, right past the bridge, the park right on the river.
Collins Park.
Collins Park. That's where the SCA does their fencing training.
All right.
And
It's also where Jumpin' Jacks is, by the way.
yes, it's
Yeah.
right next to Jumpin' Jacks.
Yeah.
So fencing, if you do like Olympic fencing, it's not that hard or not that weird. But when you do traditional fencing, realize there is épée and nothing fencing.
Yeah.
There is
Mhm.
rapier and nothing fencing. There is épée and dagger. There's épée and shield. There's épée and buckler. They're all different styles of fencing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very interesting to get into. especially because everything's lightest touch,
Mm-hmm.
both Olympic and in the SCA, everything's lightest touch. So if they feel like you hit too hard, you lose.
Mm-hmm.
I get it
Interesting.
because it's a sport, but like from the generalized idea of it, why is épée fencing different from broadsword fighting?
Mm-hmm.
And so what happened to me is it's not that I'm not fast enough or agile enough for fencing. I just didn't understand, like, well, I could push you out of the way, but that's too hard.
Huh.
So I went into heavy weapons. And once you get into heavy weapons, you get into those people that are, I don't know if you've ever seen the reels where they do crazy shit. Those people get
Yeah, I don't want to do like
into
flips
it.
and shit. I just want to learn how to wield a broadsword. Like,
No,
yeah.
but here's the thing: you get people who do that. They've got like the broadsword and the shield, and somebody else has like a spear, and they try to stab them. They drive the spear down, and then do like a flip and stab them in the back of the neck.
Yeah.
And you're like, you would have done great in the Middle Ages, you know? Like,
Yeah,
you were the guy.
It's giving Vinland Saga.
As I haven't checked that out yet. I haven't watched your show on it because I haven't checked it out yet. But
Of course.
it's
Understandable.
it's an anime.
Yes, it is.
I'm still getting into anime.
That's
My
okay.
breakout was Gimli, obviously. Not Gimli. Ghibli.
Ghibli, yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
You know what I
Studio Gimli, just dwarves drawing anime. Like,
Mhm.
it's all cartoons about mining. Like, yeah.
Hold on. Now I'm again. No, but then I got into like Sword Art Online, which is
Mhm.
why I'm going as Kirito, looking for an asuna. Everybody's, just a Kirito looking for an asuna.
I ordered an asuna costume a few days ago.
Well, we'll see what happens, won't we? We'll see. It's not like I didn't say this for a year and a half, but just a Kirito looking for an asuna. So anyway, but then I got into Attack on Titan, which is fun. It's definitely more interesting. And now I'm doing. Help me out here.
No.
What's that weird ass shit I'm watching for her?
JoJo.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, which is
That
absolutely bizarre.
is in the name.
I'm working on it. It's hard.
By the way, today is like officially JoJo Day, and they had all these big events in Japan for it, and they announced they're adapting the Steel Ball Run arc, so there's going to be a new season of JoJo. It's pretty big.
Oh boy.
All right, you heard it here, folks.
There you go.
Donner is just cutting loose.
Oh yeah, he's having a great time.
Yeah. He's been a little dickish all day today.
I mean, it's been a long day for him, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't blame him.
I feel like I had something to say, and somehow I forgot it.
Does anyone have any fun animal facts?
Red dye number 40 is made up of ground up insects.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Kyle, what have you got?
Yeah. I think it's another name for it, like coloniar or something like that. Anyway, we're just talking about food dye I made it from ground up insects.
Whack.
Yeah. Used to be in Fruitopia. Does anybody remember Fruitopia?
No.
I know I'm dating it. It was
I
from
love Fruitopia.
Fruitopia, the fruit punch one. It was amazing, and then I found out it was red because it had ground up insects in it. And I'm like, fuck. Well, I can't drink this anymore.
Wouldn't have stopped me.
Yeah, it was good, but it was like a weird like line of like fruit juices that like Coca-Cola put out.
Fascinating.
Yeah, the fruit punch one was really good. Anyway.
Incredible.
We have Saratoga in 3 weeks.
Isn't that going to be so much fun?
That is going to be fucking awesome.
That's going to be an amazing time.
Oh, you should have brought those plastic bags over so we could have filled them with sand. Get drunk and fill them with sand.
First of all, they're not plastic.
Yeah.
The good bags are they're actually fabric.
But I think the
bags.
Ziploc bags are probably for filling with sand. So
They're
you
not.
can. No, you can probably if you fill the Ziploc bags with sand, you can take them out as needed to weigh the
Mm-mm.
sandbags up
No,
or down.
the fabric bag that the sandbags go in
Yeah.
is maybe the size of one bag.
Oh, really?
I genuinely, as I told you, do not know what all those bags were for, unless maybe you were supposed to put 2 or 3 of the clips in them or something.
Maybe.
But I don't see it.
We have 50 pounds of sand.
So I bought a new backdrop for us. Is what we're
Catch
getting
me
at.
riding
Yeah.
I bought a new backdrop for us. That's anywhere from. It can go down to like 5 feet wide,
It's 10 feet.
but it can go up to 10 feet
To cover
And it
our
go from
problem drinking
3
habits
feet
at Saratoga.
to 7 feet. And I put it together the very first time, taking it out of the bags and unscrewing the top and putting everything together. It took me 2-3 minutes.
Hell yeah.
And like I said,
I'm just so
when
happy
I had it 10 feet wide,
we never
7
have to
feet
break
tall,
these fucking things
I
down
could do
again.
this.
Yeah.
And I was
Yes.
pulling on it, and it wasn't like bad. I wouldn't do. You couldn't do pull-ups on it, but like it would hold the fabric just
Mhm.
fine. And it came with 8 clips, and it's 10 feet wide. And I'm wondering, do we need this, or can we get rid of all of this for one wide thing, and then have 2 angled things at the end?
We used to use one. It's not quite big enough.
I'm ju-
Like this
no,
is.
but mine is 10 feet wide, and it would take up at least these.
Yeah, we have one. It's just fucking doesn't have like the curtain and shit.
Well, I have a
Um,
big 10x7 black out curtain.
All right, perfect. We're good. We're good. It's
I did all this
fine.
to make setup easier for at least, like, I get that, like, maybe we need an angle thing at the end.
Yeah, maybe
So
we
take
Well,
one
yeah,
panel
that
or
one's
2
loose. We
panels,
could bring
yeah.
that if we really need it.
Right.
But
That's
honestly,
my
like I
point.
don't think we do because everybody knows we have a bar back there at this point. Like fucking,
Yeah, we're not being.
it's not exactly secret anymore. Yeah,
The most open secret.
yeah. So I think we're fine. Did you call an Uber already?
What do you mean? Yeah, it's like 10:40.
Oh, whoa,
We've been
whoa.
rocking and rolling.
Yeah, we
We've
have
done
been
good.
talking for an hour and a half. Holy shit.
Go us.
I mean, like, I'm
Yeah.
not upset or anything, but I just like,
All right, we'll wrap it up.
you don't have to wrap it up. I'm just trying to figure out my way home.
Yeah. Whew.
Art
Even though
doesn't
it's
like us anymore.
5 minutes down the road, and these guys
I
who have a
literally
sober
got-
driver could easily take me, but I'll spend $20.
All
to
of
go.
my
It's
chores
fine.
done today.
You
so-
didn't even ask.
I didn't ask now. I just was making statements of facts.
You want to ride?
When are you leaving?
Whenever feels appropriate.
Yeah,
to you,
yeah,
bud.
yeah. Fucking
Well, let me go ahead and cancel this.
yeah. Frees us up to end naturally as we want to. Not that we're going to be long. But I was saying I
Requested
don't have
wrong vehicle.
shit to do tomorrow except watch fucking Scooby Doo for Monday's Big Dumb Monsters.
Oh yeah, our
Hold on,
activity
wait.
tomorrow is
What? What are you
nothing but
watching
video
for Big Dumb
games.
Monsters?
We're watching Scooby Doo for
Hold-
Monday's.
When you say
Slay.
Scooby Doo, I want to be clear here. We're talking about the 2000/1999 live action.
2002, I believe, or 2001, maybe.
Is it really?
Nice.
Yeah, it is that
Hold on.
old. Yeah,
Is it really?
it was out when I worked at Regal, and that was.
I really thought it was the
20 years
90s.
ago.
I really
Yeah,
thought it was
no.
the 90s. Okay.
So I was at BFO doing
Mhm.
becoming a real boy.
Love it.
Wow, I was doing firefighter training.
Yeah, people trust me to save them
Beefo
from
also
fires.
sounds like the nastiest Chef Boyardee ripoff. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, that's gross.
yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be a New York State certified firefighter soon.
I love that for you.
Yeah, well, I get bored and people need help.
And a fire is eventually going to break out in the studio, so yeah.
I mean, I have skills, and I might as well use them. And I like helping people.
There you go. That's all you need.
I don't know. If I was gonna die, I'd like it to be saving people from a fire. Maybe, there's a lot of stupid reasons I might die in my life. I'd
Still
like it to
hoping
be
for
that.
hail of gunfire. Hail of gunfire.
Oh,
hail of gunfire.
hold on. Hail of
Yeah.
gunfire toppling an illegitimate government is still very
Yeah,
high on my
that'd be like
list.
number one. Yeah.
Hold on. Like, there are so
So we talked about my For You page. The other thing on my For You page is this is Everything Boys Want, and it's the chorus version of Living on a Prayer, and like people dying. I sent this to the group chat with the guy. It's from a Russian movie we should watch. This is why I don't want to just do sci-fi.
It's your show, man. Explore the fucking space.
She's the one who doesn't want to go off sci-fi.
Whoa. Hold on a second.
Because that's how it started. I've said, like, maybe we should go off sci-fi every now and then.
I can rock with that.
It's a Russian movie.
I'm here for it.
It's called like Oglu or Ogon or something. It means no escapes, or at least that's the English version.
I will figure out what
it's firefighters saving people from devastated. I should show you the scenes.
Defecating?
I fucking who said defecating? I didn't say defecating.
Be funnier if you did.
It'd be funnier if I did, but anyway, I'll send you the clip I sent them. And this is a clip that I bawl, openly weep every time I watch it.
I'm here for it.
The movie cannot possibly live up to it, right?
Yeah.
Like you watched it.
Yeah.
You had
sure.
Oh, what an ass.
I absolutely know what you're talking about.
I sent him
now.
a clip of a video that I was like very supportive of, and he didn't even watch it.
Rude.
So anyway, the movie can never possibly live up to it, but it's a Russian movie about fires.
Of course. I'll figure it out.
In the clip, there's a dude, and he asks the pilots how much fuel they have, and we've got like this many gallons or whatever. And he says, "Dump it." And the guy goes, "But then what do we do?" And he goes, "What do you want to do? Throw the children out instead because they're saving children?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes back to the children. He goes, "Let's take off our shoes and throw them out." And the children all do that. And then he goes, "All right, everybody close their eyes and count to 3 and ask for a miracle." And then he says 1 in Russian, and all the children say it. And he goes, "No," because children are looking. He goes, "Close your eyes." And then 2. Oh. Wow.
Is that?
Are you about to hurl?
She is.
Yep.
That's a rare thing for her.
Just don't do it on the dog.
Don't throw up on the dog. Anyway. Yeah. And then
you can also go outside, by the way.
When is this movie from?
It's like 2018 or 2017. It's not new, but it's also not old. And the whole thing is like when he counts to 3.
The Fifth Element is starting somehow. Well, because Amazon's listening to us, but
also, you know, she's not here, so it's okay.
Ooh, Edge of Tomorrow.
All right, you can just do that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he counts to 3 or whatever, and then like the one pilot has looked back and seen that he jumped out of the plane. And so that's how the helicopter lifted off, is because he got out.
Okay.
It's like, I bawl. It's so good. I'm bawling at this, you know? This guy is just like, close your eyes and pray for a miracle. And he jumps out and lifts the...
Weird movie moment makes me cry every time. The beginning of Watchmen, where it's like,
I don't remember the beginning.
The times they are changing, set to like images of like all these superheroes dying. Like, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Now that I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That like gets me choked up every time.
There are movies that like sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so messed up I don't feel things anymore.
Yeah.
And like in my 20s, I had to watch really fucked up movies to feel things. But, like now I'm back to like, oof, you did something that mattered.
Yeah.
I remember searching for movies that were terrible.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, I don't care. Like, that doesn't scare me. That's not that horrific. That's not that tragic. You know? You watch Girl Next Door, you know, and you're not the Timothy Olyphant one, but the other one.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking about the fact that like this beer has been on a warming table for the last 90 minutes, and it's like,
yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
need
it's like broth right now.
Yeah. That's yeast broth.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how are you doing, Dr. Brooks? That's so
Wait,
bad.
wait, what?
That's so bad. That's so bad. I feel so bad.
I don't
He
even.
doesn't feel that bad, to be honest.
But like, also, I feel like it was funny enough to be worth it. Was it? Was
It
it?
was worth the. You know,
Was it worth
yeah, go for the joke.
It was bad. It was really bad, and I'm sorry.
Anyway, you have the floor.
The floor.
Yeah,
Please
I'm
make
glad-
me
I'm coming
feel
up
bad
back here.
because
There
I
we go.
should.
I don't want the floor. I'm returning the floor.
That is the appropriate response.
The
That was
floor is
bad.
in fact lava. You have it.
Yep.
Warning. Some viewers may find the following footage deeply disturbing.
Yeah, I love her so much. She's got the sound effects ready. Oh my god.
Buddy boy, what's up, pal?
Well, you missed all the best.
Come here, Booba.
I'm so sorry, besties.
Oh, you're good.
Is all well. Excellent.
You missed like the punchline, but like we'll just watch the movie and maybe you won't be as disappointed by the movie as I
Go
am.
lay in your chair.
Which movie are we being disappointed with again?
Okan, No Escapes,
Got it.
Russian movie about firefighting.
Yes.
3 weeks from now, 5 weeks from now, whatever.
That
I don't
math.
fucking know.
Math.
8, whatever.
Wait, so Tuesday we're doing a video. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Fifth
And that's Fifth
Element.
Element. And Dr. Brooks is joining us.
And yes, she is. And
Ooh.
she lent me the movie after that.
Wasn't Dr. Brooks also going to join us for Evolution? Because I feel like we
I
talked
mean,
about how much
fuck
we
it,
loved that
why
movie.
not?
I do friggin' love that movie. I quit it all the time.
I quote it for the dumbest reasons.
He thinks he's an athlete.
We've established that tuki and kaka do not work. Anytime something like someone repeats something that didn't work, I use that line. I don't know why.
Understandable.
More so.
I mostly just do the caca at people a lot.
Caca.
Caca, caca.
John William Scott
Dookie, dookie.
is so stupid in that movie and so perfect. As a budding firefighter, I can only say, ugh. But also, I get it. That's what he's doing in the movie. He's training to be a firefighter.
Got it.
And he's so mad at it.
Noted.
He takes the blow up doll, or no, not the blow up doll, the CPR doll out to like a random field, and then things happen. And
It's giving that one episode of The Office where Dwight.
oh,
is
it
like
sure does.
Clarice.
It's not far off.
Good to know.
Man.
I never finished The Office, but like I did the good stuff.
Yeah, I used
Like
to
Michael left?
Just to love that show, and like now it just annoys me.
Oh, I never watched it when it was new, but I
I
watched
did
it
watch
like
it when it was new. Yeah.
3-4 years ago. I watched it, and like I got to the point where Michael left, and I watched a little bit past that. I didn't like actively give up, but I didn't feel the need to continue.
Yeah, it's not quite as good, but James Spader is pretty awesome.
I do love James Spader
Yeah.
as Danny California.
Yeah, Robert California.
Robert California.
It's
Sorry,
the best name, Robert California.
James Spader is a goddamn hidden gem. Like he's not in that many big things, but when he's in something and he wants to be in it, he's so good.
Her and I just watched Crash.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
the other
yeah.
night.
oh,
Yeah.
nothing like fucking leg wound. I mean, like
I love that
everybody
movie.
can agree with that, right?
That was a great movie.
I'd
I
put my
love
dick
that.
in a leg wound.
Love that movie.
Donner, buddy, let it go.
Yeah.
you, pal.
I love Crash.
Did you ever watch Stargate?
No.
Oh, no, you haven't, because we've
How have
talked
you
about
not
the fact.
done that on the show yet?
I don't know because I've watched Stargate 1,000 times. I've watched Stargate SG-1 all 10 seasons multiple times through. I've tried the spin-offs. They're not that great. But yeah, Stargate's great.
Noted.
The movie's great. And they made a spin-off show that's not the same, spiritually the same, and makes more sense for a long running show.
Mhm.
It's good stuff.
All right, hell yeah.
It's very heavy into ancient mythology and how those
Hey,
are
I
actually
love
aliens,
learning
not
things.
ancient mythology.
I love learning things.
I think you'd like it. So we'll do the movie.
Connor, come here.
And then your homework is to watch
Come
all
here.
of the series.
Okay.
And maybe what we'll do is do like a recap
Mhm.
after every season. We'll do like a recap episode instead of
like
a
it.
movie episode. Like, hey, did you watch? Whenever you're finished with a season, the next episode will be, let's talk about that season.
That works for me.
It can take as long as you want or as little as you want.
I dig it.
Why is Mad Eye Mooney
Oh, he did shut up.
talking to Tom Cruise?
Because
What?
movies and
Mad Eye
Scientology
Mooney.
Whack.
from
And
the
that's Tom
Harold
Cruise.
Potter series of movies.
I don't remember his name, even though he's in one of my favorite movies of all time.
Brendan Gleeson.
Thank you. Do you know what movie you should do? That's an action movie
What movie?
that has Brendan Gleeson and Ray Fiennes from Harry Potter. In Bruges.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
That is a good movie.
That movie is
Tom has a story about running into Ralph Fiennes at the Metropolitan Museum
Ralph
of Art.
Fiennes, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Ray Fiennes. Yeah.
The dude whose name is Ralph, which is Ray,
yeah.
and Fiennes, which is Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes.
That guy?
Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes, whose name is Ray Fiennes?
Yeah.
That guy? Okay, just want to make sure. We're talking about the same thing.
Yes.
This is Edge of Tomorrow, now I remember.
Yes.
Stupid premise.
That was a really good
Executed
movie.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
Stupid premise executed well. Isn't it a book or something?
Probably.
I imagine the book is better.
Manga, I think.
Oh,
That
that,
sounds
makes
about right,
way
yeah.
more sense. That makes infinitely more sense, and I want to see the anime version of this now. You don't like
Yeah,
anime,
they should.
but like where it's long
Is that Tony
run.
Todd?
I believe that is Tony Todd, and that's also Bill Paxton.
I was looking.
Bill Pax Pullmanton.
It's either Bill Paxton or Bill Pullman. Yeah.
Bill Pax Pullmanton.
Yeah. It's one of those
Which
two.
one of those didn't you
One of
understand?
those two generic white men.
It's that white guy from one of the movies that you know.
I was looking for my picture of Tony Todd and I earlier.
It is Paxton, by the way.
It is Bill Paxton. Yeah, yeah.
Pullman is the one from
Independence Day. Yeah.
Paxton is the one from the very good, not quite the same Alien movie.
No, the best Xenomorph movie, I think, is what you're trying to say. Yeah, no, for
First
sure.
off, even if we're going for actiony Xenomorph movies, I don't think it's the best anymore.
No, it is the best.
Even if we're saying the actiony version of Xenomorphs.
What is better than that? Resurrection?
I mean, that's not quite actiony. It is better, but it's not
Romulus? Romulus is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, so I feel like that's the one where we kind of.
But that's not the full, like, all-out action one.
It's
right?
not full. None of them ever do get back to full action. I really
Aliens
do think.
is the goddamn best of those movies. You will never convince me otherwise.
Hold on, but here's the thing. You know how Star Wars split off into main series movies and standalones?
Into good TV shows and shitty movies, yes.
Whoa. But you hear me out. There's
Yeah.
a difference. What would Alien franchise have done by splitting off into Aliens is a standalone movie and then having the standalone TV shows being that style, full action,
Yeah.
and the movie still being the drama, suspense, sci-fi,
Yeah, maybe.
horror, sci-fi. You know, I'm not saying that one would be better than the other, but like it would have definitely hit everything I needed. I love Aliens. This is the thing that we always
love
lose
Aliens.
on all of this. Is like I love Aliens.
I love Alien, but Aliens is a far superior movie, in my opinion.
But it's so different from the franchise. You have to admit that. The franchise is not about action.
the franchise is all over the fucking yard. I mean, like,
It's mostly
You have
sci-fi drama.
Alien and Alien 3, which are sci-fi drama. You have Aliens and Alien Resurrection, which are like action
More
movies.
action, yeah.
You have like Prometheus, which is shitty fucking sci-fi,
But more of a drama.
more of a drama.
Romulus is kind of in the middle again.
Covenant is more of the actiony like type. And then you have like Romulus, which is
sort
like
of
action drama.
Sort of. I'll give you that they're kind of in the middle for.
Yeah. I fucking hated Prometheus. I know I've said that before, but I really hated Prometheus.
Love the whole Xenomorph franchise, and
Yeah.
Prometheus is probably one of the weakest.
Yeah. And
No, I might be the weakest.
I fucking hated that
Alien
movie.
3, which has nothing to do with either of the previous two, and is literally just them picking up a movie that had nothing to do and recasting it as Alien.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of those like Temple of Doom. Had nothing to do with Indiana Jones. They just picked up, here's a adventure film. We'll put the main character into it. That's what happened with Alien 3.
All right, yeah.
It literally was some other sci-fi film they just picked up. We're losing her. She's out.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome back. We'll wrap it
I
up.
am back.
We'll wrap it up.
I can rock with that. I can rock with whatever.
I'm fine. That's
My
podcasting.
deepest apologies.
You're fine.
All right.
It's been a long night.
It has been a long. This has been a drunk and disorderly episode of Drunk and Disorderly. Are we going to try to do it on after the fucking thing at Saratoga?
I would be not opposed to
I'd
bringing
not
absolutely
opposed.
be down for it.
one at least, maybe 2 cameras.
I don't think our tech can handle it, but
Maybe
I'm
one.
I'm
Maybe
willing
one.
to try. Yeah.
We'll do 1. My laptop can handle 1 cam.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And what we'll do is we'll just put it farther away, and like it's not a big deal if we're all distant, right? Are you at Saratoga?
Will I be, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So it'll be all of us. Not you, buddy. I'm sorry. You can't come.
Nick has to leave, but that's all right. But
Yeah.
like I'll put it at the edge of the room and we'll back up. It's a big room. I got us a suite, so Chris is helping with that.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here. One of us has to hit the button.
I know.
It's gonna be hard. Yeah.
That's
It's
podcasting.
podcasting. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Fuck off. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
End stream. Hit play outro and end stream now.